Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well. It is 11:39 a.m. January 17th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. We're going to do some Minecraft once again. And today, we are going to be returning to the Green Lens build. We're trying to really get this thing done. We are working extremely hard. If you're here because of the thumbnail, I hope you enjoyed it. You're about to see it in-game, as is. There was a little bit of visual editing to the thumbnail, just to increase the saturation, but it will be as is. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into the video game. Boom! Oh, you bitch! How does this happen? There we go. Alright. So, it's actually inverse now because I set the sun over there. But yeah, there's a beautiful fucking tree that I just took a screenshot of. I was just getting my tag set up. And, yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And, we built a lot yesterday, dude. We built this entire fucking thing yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Not including the cathedral there. This is insane. Just so we're clear here. All this here, and that, and this, took me a year and 3 months to do. And then all of this, all of that, and including some of these houses here, took me, 4 weeks, something like that. So yeah, it's been a little fucked here. But we're here. Hello, Zook. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. You've been watching a long time, Zook. It's actually crazy. I was looking back years ago at some old streams trying to figure out how long I've been trying to create these tents for. And yeah, you were still there, brother. So I appreciate the support. Welcome on in. So I think we're going to be building the industrial district today. I definitely want to get a crypt. We had a plan, and you know what? If we want to break it up, we will go and try to build a crypt, because I've been wanting to build it for so long. I have an ice cap there that I've made. Oh, it's so delicious. Cold coffee is just something else. But yeah, we have finished the second residential wing here, and it's beautiful. Very pleased. Every single one of these houses has a fucking interior, so let's go. I'm gonna turn on the beautiful God of War music. I love God of War so much, but I'm gonna turn it down a bit. But yeah, every single one of these houses has an interior, full, fleshed out, complete, in its final state. This one looks a little bad because you're not looking at it from this way. This is probably one of the lesser decorated ones, but they're decorated. It's here. Every single house we go into, decorated, decored, everything. This was a mainstay point. I gotta support the RPOGs. Thank you very much. Technically, yeah, I am technically an OG when it came to role-playing in the start of 2017. Man, that was a long time ago. Yeah, but every one of these houses, interiors, pathways to set interiors, fully done. So I'm pretty happy about it all, if I'm honest. Now, the industrial wing is taking a little bit more time than I would like, because I'm still debating whether I want to fill it up with more residential, or make it kind of bespoke and make it all unique. I don't know if I want to work on this today, because I kind of wanted to do that crypt. Just outside the city. Now, obviously, it's missing grass here, because I wanted to just be able to build. We definitely need another guild area, though. I don't know, maybe we will build something here. Because, like, we built this guild area the other day. I think I did this on stream as well. So, yeah, this is a 8-room, like, fighters guild area. And, you know, it's loosely furnished, but I think it's quite nice, right? We have a few bedrooms here, some better looking bedrooms. How did this happen again? How does this keep happening? It must be when I copied the bed. I must have copied those. I must have. Because there's... That's the second time I've seen that happen. So yeah, we have 2 guilds in our city so far. We have the Fighters Guild, which has its very own arena. And then we have the Masons Guild. Now, I definitely want some kind of other guilds. I'm not going to go for Mages Guild, though. We have Masons, not Mages. Mason. And then Fighters Guild, this is like their primary building, right? Which is pretty nice, pretty inviting. We have a stables here. The Stallion Stables. Which, by the way, this build was redone in, or it was made in 2020, and then I redid it in 2025. This is an old build. I did take inspiration off of it, off of the internet, as a reference. Same thing with this. This is just a storage building. This is actually going to be pasted quite a few times. Yeah, bro, I can't remember which of your characters, but I think one of the first people I met was joined Edge, was back in the 1.0 days. You mean like back when AGO was like still doing public server, or when you're talking about joining whitelist? Because if you'll recall, my characters were Jeremy Duck, Tommy Goose, Jay Verdin, and Jim Roberts. Yeah, these buildings are pretty awesome, aren't they? I'm really happy. Specifically this one, this is a whole different build style that I just took a pretty loose inspiration off of the support beams and then did what I wanted to inside. And it has this really nice feature here. Let me get my effect on. There we go. Yeah, I think this building's really nice. I was debating on like making this hang down, but I think it's fine, it being flat there. But yeah, this building's going to be copied a few fucking times, that's for sure. The Masons area, this was also loosely inspired because I was just looking for some inspiration on what a Masons thing would look like. What happened here? That ain't supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that. That's better. Yeah, so none of these buildings here, none of this has any furnishings. And then we have a little butcher there. And we also have our prison, the podium, or the pedestal. What a great name. I was looking at this, like, hey, this kind of looks like a pedestal. That's the name now. So this is our prison. And, you know, it's just a prison. So it's the holding cells here. We have our front little area. We have a double staircase going down. An airlock into our observatory, and then the actual prison here. I think it's quite nice, and a nice touch is making this water brown, because it's gross. Well, how did that happen? Oh, I guess I never really did come in through here, huh? Replace dirt with cracked deep slate bricks and deep slate bricks. There we go. We'll fix the other one as well. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we gotta make sure that all this stuff's good. Ooh. That's weird. Okay, well let's do this, because clearly it's fucked up everywhere. Alright, are we good? Oh, these ones have stone bricks. You know, it's fine. No big deal. But yeah, this is my little prison that I've been working on. Just a little one, the pedestal. And I don't have a way up here yet. There will be, though. And then we built this yesterday, or sorry, we built this the day before yesterday. And this was start to finish. This took us 4 hours. 4 hours to build this whole thing. Which is insane. But yeah, 4 hours. So this is all done as well. Like, this is a custom building. This is our barracks. Because you want places to store your men. And we have a bunch of these little small houses. And then these tents as like a little freestanding market. So that's what we got up to the last 2 days. But today, I kind of wanted, like, maybe we'll build a guild building at some point over here. But I wanted to take a step back from Greenlands and build something close to Greenlands that is our crypt, right? Now, a crypt doesn't need a church on it, but it definitely needs some type of entryway that cannot be easily looted, okay? So I was thinking here. Now, there's two other things that needs to be built as well. So the crypt is number one, because you need somewhere to build your, or store your dead. We do have a small crypt in that church, but it's not big enough for a city this large. And it's going to be even larger. So we need two other things. We need a quarry, which needs to be relatively close. Like, I'm thinking in this woods here. And we also need a gold mine that I would like. Or some other mine attached to said quarry. So, like, here would be a nice spot for a quarry, but the thing is like, do I really want to tear up this area when it's, like, such a nice forest in front of our castle? I don't. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to remove a decently sized area here for some just freestanding open graves. And I'll flatten this whole defilade and all that. And then I'll go down. And then I'll build a giant crypt underneath, which will store the majority of our dead. So that was kind of my thought for today. So let's go ahead. Let's grab our brush sphere air, and we'll make it a 5. Let's actually make it a 10. And we'll mask oak leaves and oak log. Okay? So now we can just go ahead and remove these trees. Now, I do need to be careful about removing trees, because it's not an easy fix to get these trees back now that we're in 1.20. So, I do need to be careful. Now, I could place them manually, which is, you know, the boring way to do it. But if I can avoid it, I will. So I think these trees can go. Yeah, I think all these trees can go. Okay. Ooh. Not that far. Size 3. There we go. Let's take that one out. Alright, we got a nice little area. And we just want a path to the graveyard. So let's see. Through here, get this one out. Yep, there you go. Alright, so now we get to do something I haven't done in a while, which is a little bit of terraforming, which is going to be fun. Go ahead and get that out of here. Let's go ahead and get the grass out of here, just so it doesn't cause us a nightmare. If you don't remove grass periodically, especially when you're doing terraforming and shit, it can get annoying quick. So remove the grass like this. There we go. Size 10. 2, 3. Alright. Brush, sill, grass, block, 10. Mask, air. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are actually just going to flatten this entire area here. Oh. Let's go ahead and turn off our mask. There we go. The reason why I was masking for air is because I don't want to, I don't want to place grass under grass, because sometimes that can cause problems. Okay, that's a game. Music. Okay. And do I want to bring it up one more? I do. And just, you know, let's just, we'll deal. That's fine. Because I want to remove that oak and stuff. There we go. There we go. And now we have our flat area. Let's go ahead and grab a command. Killed 1 stick. Alright. Nice. Get fucked. Size 3. Alright. So now we have our flat area. That's great. And this isn't going to look out of place or anything like that. It's going to be quite nice. Okay. So here's my plan So this is going to be a big fucking, what is this? Oh, that's that's an artifact. This block is an artifact of when I was copy and pasting stuff. This was one of the corners. So I was standing here as like oh, this is where I was pasting because that was the lowest point. And I was probably going from here, you can see that red box there, from all the way this way. Like, I probably pasted this area in a section like this. Because this world didn't start as this. I had to build upon it because it started flat. Because I had maybe an overinflated ego or not misunderstanding how much work it is to build on a world this scale with world edit tools. Anyway, so I have a plan for a big crypt, right? So we have a few ideas. So I've built a crypt before, and my idea then, and I'll build it out because it's so fucking basic. And basically all it was a fenced in graveyard. Okay. Let's say that's the middle, actually. Oh, perfect middle. So make it 7 and 7. So it was like this. And then this is our middle. And we built a small little like entrance. And then it went down to a staircase. And then like it was just like a small little building. And I'll just give you the nuance of the idea. I won't spend too much time building it like this because I'm not going to build it like this. But yeah, it was like this. It was like a full house. And then there was graves, obviously. So there was like a few rows of graves. Like this. Right? And then it came on across like this. So that's how I've built this in the past. Now, that build was never finished, right? But this is how it looked. How do we upscale from this? Because obviously this is very basic, right? How do we upscale from this without building a full church? But building some kind of building as like our containment for like, you know, you have to enter the building to actually get here. Because we have the room for a building like this. If we want it. But like, I'm hesitant to build something like a church because we want the church inside the city walls, right? Let me just see if I can find a quick little piece of inspiration on the interwebs. Crypt. Let's see. Crypt building. Medieval. Medieval crypt building, sorry. A stone chamber or vault, usually beneath the floor of a church or castle. Okay. Ooh. Hang on a second. Ooh, this is actually quite quaint. So, what I'm getting a little bit of inspiration here is that it's a small building, right, with a double door and whatever, and basically what that building is... Oh, wow, that's beautiful inspiration. Basically what that building is a building for a staircase. Alright. Okay. So the building will take up this footprint. So we're going to move the walls over to the left a bit. Let me just go 5 with air. Always without air, I mean. So the path is coming through here. Deselect. Okay. Right. Set cobblestone. Set 0. Deselect. Alright, so that's our footprint. Right there. So that's pretty big. But basically this is gonna be a very basic house. So it's just a it's gonna be pretty simple. So we'll start off. Let's just see how big we're working with right now. I don't want this to be bigger than my church if I can help it. So this is a 15. I do have my player thing over off. 13. Okay. So that's a interesting little feature there. All right, let's go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. What we want is the door. Do we want it to be an even number or an odd number? I always like doing odd numbers instead of even. Because even has a middle. Or sorry, it doesn't have a middle. So you see that I can't place anything in the middle of this block. But if I'm working with, like, let's say, an odd number, we always have a middle, right? So we do it like this. So this is our door. Let me illustrate that proper. Spruce. So this is our door, let's say. All right. It's not going to be that big. Here we go. And then we want our wall. So let's do 3. Like that. So then we have our staircase coming down as a 3 wide. Right? Not as wide as a door. And then we have this area here for some decor. Like that. We might need to do 4 instead of 3, but I think we don't want it to be too big. Is this also 13? No, it's 11. So it is smaller than the church. That's kind of my thought here. Alright, set it to grass. Set it to grass. And then we want a pattern to emerge here. So 2, 1, 2, window. Okay. We'll make the window 2 wide. 1, 2, 3, window. 1, 2, 3, window. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like that. Okay. Then we'll have a elevation, which will, because I guess we're going to move the staircase back a bit. And then maybe we'll have some kind of cross or something up here. But then we'll have an elevation, so it will go like this, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then boom, boom, boom. Like that. Okay, and then we'll just copy. Copy and flip it south. Like that. Boom. Okay. This also allows us to do something else, if we would like. So we want it to be 3 wide. We could do something like this. So here and here. 2, 3. And then, so 3 staircases down, which means you're probably going to remove all this. And then it meets in the middle. So like that. So we could do it like that as well, but that means that this needs to be a little deeper. If we wanted to do that as well. But I kind of wanted something, you know, like blessing this area here. Like that. I think what would be better... I think what would be better is if you can approach it on both sides and then it came at to a point. It's like, if this is the window, then here's our line. Which we don't want to cross. With our staircase. Oh, we could also do side staircases that go down both sides. This is where we really get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. Because, like, we want this to be very symmetrical. Just going to take that out for a second. I just want to peruse this idea. So if we have a path, like, obviously the path needs to be 3 wide, and ideally we want it to be 5 wide, right? So I could absolutely do something like this. But if this is a staircase... Like, I'm a little bit hesitant to put staircases like this, because then I'm going to want to put a wall like this, and then it's like, oh, it's just a 1? That's gross. Right? Now, I could increase the size of the building, which would solve that issue. But then, you know, this is literally, this isn't supposed to be a church, this is supposed to be a crypt entrance, right? So there is that. What I could do, instead of putting a cross here, I can make a cross in the window, and then put the staircase here. So it goes down underneath the mountain. Okay. So then the staircase would be, let's see, like this, I guess. I'm just curious where it starts and ends. It starts here, and it's going to end here. That seems like the most well-looking thing. Because then this is fine. Like, you wouldn't even put a thing up because you'd be able to see it. Okay. So now we're going to use stone brick again for the stairs. And also, like, a part of me also doesn't want to, like, have the crypt physically under the mountain. I'd rather have the crypt physically under the crypt building, just deep, right? Like, that's fine. So let's do this. Okay. This is the way I would achieve that. So you'd come down here, and it'd be platform. 2, 3. And then we go down that way, and then we would just follow the pattern, right? And then once we start doing that, then we're going to get to a point to where it's going to come to a head. So let's just do this. It's going to come to a head where, you know, Jesus, how am I supposed to say what I'm trying to say? Where it comes to like a doorway, right? It comes to a middle point, and it reunites with the staircase, like the staircase, and then it's a doorway, and then we have our crypt. So yeah, kind of like that. All right. So what we need to do is we need to dig out all the dirt and the stone and whatever completely under this building. So that's the top there. Okay, and then we're just gonna go down a few, like 10 blocks. Pause 2. Replace stone, granite, diorite, andesite, dirt, 0. Diorite. There we go. Alright. And this is going to come to a point like this. And now the question is, do we bring it down one more staircase and then the doorway? Do we put the doorway under this staircase? I think if we put a staircase there, it's going to give us a little bit more room. So let's do that. So we stand right here. And if we go down, paste, boom, 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 and then doorway, right? You select. That's how that's going to work. So this needs to actually look good. Which means it needs to be like this. So it needs to have a block under each staircase because otherwise light will get out. Listen to this music. Hold on, let me play back. This was the moment that Kratos told Atreus that he was a god. So good, man. All right. So yeah, all these staircases need to look good. I'm gonna turn down music again. All these staircases need to look good because you'll see the back of them. Oh, I don't need to do... Well, I'll just do it. It's all right. I was like, I can optimize this by copying it, the other one we just did and then not having to do that. But, like, you know, we don't need to... Not everything needs to be optimized. We can vibe out. As long as they're similar. Right? Why is this lopsided a little bit? Is this under the wall? Is that why? Yep. I'll do it. There we go. The walls don't really matter because we're going to change it anyway. But anytime I do this, and let's go ahead and just get rid of all the cobblestone real quick, other than this. Let me see. Oh, I didn't realize it was telling me to do that. Yeah, the reason why we're doing this is so we can see a little bit better. Because night vision's good, but for some reason with bliss shaders, night vision doesn't want to work too well. So let's just get some sunlight in this bitch. Alright, so we have our door that's going to be here. So I think what we'll do, maybe a hallway. Do we want it to be grandiose? I think that's what I'm going for, and I think it needs to be very grandiose. You know, that's a good question I just asked in my head. How do the people of Japan store their bodies? They have so little land. How does Japan store their dead? A shortage in crematorial as Japan's population ages. Oh, do they all be cremated? They do burial. Okay, yeah, they do have burial, or graveyards, which is what we call it. You gotta think, like, so many people for such a little area could be crazy, right? It's like, yeah, we're running out of space to store our dead people. Like, that's awful. Alright, we always want to be working with a odd number here, so... So the question is, do I make this into a short hallway that opens up, or do I make it open up here? Because if I make it open up here, it's going to have some problems. Because I could absolutely just make this a 5, put support beams on it, have a great big door, because support beams would look like this, right, for this area, and then have a door that then opens up to the actual crypt, right? So we do it like this. What is this? Every 2 blocks? So 1, 2, 1 right here as well. Yes, I could copy this, but I'm just gonna not. Okay, we actually want it every 3. Okay. And then it's going to be 2 blocks or 3 blocks until you hit the door. All right. It's going to be just like that. This is the door here. Okay. And then this door opens up, and it's funny because I'm building 2 crypts. I'm building a crypt inside of the Greenland's castle, the Green Keep. And I'm building a crypt for everybody else. So... Okay. Select. All right. Do we want to do cobblestone as the walls? Probably just keep it all stone bricks for right now. Just to be safe. Okay, and then we'll put a little thing right there. Huh. Well, then that goes like that then. How interesting. You select. So this is stone bricks. So then that has to be like that. Got it. Neat. Neat. Look how cool this looks. Well, you should look at it from the other side. Okay, so this is going to be our door. Our door is not going to look like this. This is just placeholder stuff. I don't know how exactly we're going to do the door yet. Definitely what I'm going for, though. So now, we just need to box this in. So we can go ahead and, like, box in the walls and stuff. Okay, so there's that. Boom. Okay, we'll just bring that down to here. Boom. There we go. Okay, now we can select this because we're just replacing air. Cobblestone. Like that. Okay. Is this too big? Feels like it. So it means, where would that start then? We'll start here? Yeah, I'm just thinking about, like, lowering the ceiling. Like, I could absolutely keep this open, but I don't think I want to, because it's just so goddamn big. So what would happen is this, I guess. So this will be flat. Look at these. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely quite low, so let's make sure we got it tapered. Because it's gonna cut my head off. Deselect. And, ooh. You know what? It'd be easier just to bring down the whole level. Because then, I could do this. Yeah. Getting a dead person's body down here is going to be a pain in the ass, but, you know. Maybe there's some hoist situation here or something. Alright, it's done. Well, there's still some ice in it. I'm going to eat it. Okay, we're gonna build this real quick. Let's finish the building, so then if we do run into motivation, which happens, at least the building will be done and it'll be invisible. Alright, let me kill this off. Oh, that sucks. Come on. Come on, you delicious ice. Remember, I'm allergic to the cold. Technically not that allergic. I can still eat ice. Fuck's sakes. Not that allergic. Drop. Oh god, that wasn't a drop. What are you doing with the trash can there? Alright. Ice cat, man. Alright, perfect. So that's how these are going to look. Okay. Let's get to it. Alright, so what we're going to do... I accidentally pressed deselect. That's quite infuriating. What we're going to do is we're going to get this fucking building done real quick. And then we're going to get to the crypt. And so all I'm doing now is I'm just replacing above stone brick with stone brick. And then this is going to define our little area here. Now, something that should be mentioned is that this here needs to fit. So that means we need one more block. Son of a bitch! It's alright. There you go. Deselect. Boom. 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 Alright. It still needs one more block, Jeremy. Maybe stop deselecting. How about that? Sorry, the cricket was doing my brain in. Okay. So that means the window sits higher than that one. Yep, good. I'm always hesitant to do a double staircase inside like this, because anytime you put glass on it, it does sit like this, and that is a problem. Because if you look too close, it kind of takes you out of it, you know? It looks good from the outside, though. Now, I can do this with commands. 100% I can do this with commands. But I'm going to place it manually, because it's not that much. We must be better than this, is this cutscene. This is where Kratos kills Baldur in God of War 1. This is a song that does that I'm talking about. Alright. So yeah, it looks like a church, but it's not. Not a church. It's a crypt. Lots are gonna have to be done to this, though. Damn, it's gonna be a lot of work getting the thing to not look stupid. You see how flat it looks? It's a relatively easy fix. Usually my favorite thing to do would be doing this, because then it doesn't look so bad here. But that's not gonna work here. So I'm gonna have to do that. Well, technically I don't. Technically this would look like this. Boom, boom. And it's also not gonna be stone brick. It's gonna be cobblestone. In fact, it's not gonna be either of those. It's going to be deep slate. Tiles or bricks. It's definitely tiles. This is my first deep slate tiles build. With deep slate involved. With deep slate tiles involved, sorry. I literally just built with deep slate. Yeah, I love this tile set. Boom, boom. And then it goes like this. Like that, and then it will go like this. And then go down. So, I don't know how this turn is going to work out. I guess we're just going to do that every time, huh? Alright. Okay. Ah! We're going to have an elevation issue. How's that going to work out? I don't know. I don't think I've ran into a problem like this. Oh, it's just going to go up this way. Yeah. All right. Okay, and now we don't need to do that anymore. We'll copy from here. Okay, and then we'll copy this whole side. Flip it north. Like that. And then the way this tapers in is relatively simple. Let's go ahead and grab this. There you go. You select. Boom. Yeah, so it will go up on that axis, so it'll taper off. Because you can see, I'm going to have to remove those. Because it's going to go like this, and then block, and then like that. So then we do this. Okay, and we'll copy, flip north or flip south. Deselect. Deep slate tile, please. Yeah, I love when ceilings kind of get to this point where it's like, oh yeah, this is like unique as fuck. None of my ceilings look like that. This is a problem though. I don't know if you see it. I see the problem. It's weighted way too much to this side. So what needs to happen is we need to just copy this and then we'll make some changes to the actual thing. That's all right though. Yeah, you can't have it weighted like that. Because like if you look at it, that just looks weird. So what we'll do is we'll stand wherever our middle is. I'll do, well, okay, yeah, we'll stand here. Copy, rotate 90, 90, and then this should be where that is? Like this? Okay. I'm less feeling the glass here now, though. Something will be done with that. Okay. Yeah, something will have to be done with that. Yeah, we'll have a look at the glass once we add our exterior design to make this not as flat. I think it looks cool. Yeah. I just want it to be symmetrical. A little bit of tism. Alright, we need our supports. So the best way to do that is just going to be doing cobblestone. So cobblestone pillars, stuff like that. So we can do this. I don't like that too much. Do this. Just whatever we can do to break up this way too flatness. We can do that. We can do that, we'll be okay. Okay. Is that what I did on the other side? Yep. Is that what I did over there? Yep, 2, 2. Okay, and we'll do this. Okay, and then we'll do a little something like that. Okay, we have changed the depth to where it looks like there's some depth there. We need oak. Yeah, we definitely need oak. It's too much cobblestone brick happening. Yeah, this is definitely gonna fucking help, that's for sure. Yep, sometimes sometimes I make this mistake where it's like, okay, we just do a full stone brick build, and then it just looks a little weird. But thankfully, we have the oak to break it up. The log. Boom. Select. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's no longer flat. The roof looks good. The roof looks good. I think this will be too much, but I could do this. I kind of like it being open like that. Yeah, this is like a church, but its use case is not to be a church. So as long as we understand that, we okay. Let's see what this looks like. I like that little bit of contrast between like the the tippy top of that and there. Yeah. Okay. And the front and back are different. So what was this problem I was having with the windows? I think my problem was that they were there. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of still torn because I don't like glass panes at all because the issues with them. Like, this obviously looks good from this distance, but the second we get close and do that, it just breaks everything. Glass is not supposed to look like that. I think that's a connected textures issue. Definitely need some chains and lanterns. We definitely need a lectern facing away. For sure. Maybe some candlesticks. Wish my candles weren't broken. Yeah, my candles are a little scuffed right now. So I could do something like this. Okay, we do need to fix that. Yeah, that's gonna be a little annoying to fix because we have to do it proper. Alright. We only gotta do it once. Thankfully. Well, no, we need to do it 4 times, but at least we don't need to do it 16 times. The reason why we have to do this is you can see how these are glowing. I think the stairs actually does block it if you have a double stairs. Like this. I mean, just copy it over. Okay. Do that, that'll do that. Okay, we can do that. Oh, now I can't fucking see. Okay, and we can do that, and then we can just copy. Deselect. Alright. So now it looks even better from the inside. Don't want that right in front of it. Ooh. We could mount them like this. That would work. Yeah. I was considering doing my old strategy of putting like a wall and then hanging it off of that, but I think that's fine. Trying to make this look a little more ceremonial. There we go. Look at this. All right. Oh yeah, we can't do that, huh? No, it's gonna interrupt the door. Alright, that's how that looks then. Alright. Yeah, I think this looks good. Alright, let's get a path going. We're gonna need those. Alright, brush sill, dirt path, 1, grass block 2, grass block 3, cobblestone 4, mossy cobblestone 5. Mask, grass, block. Okay, and then I'll just need my little thing here. Undo, size 2. And then we'll get our path all hooked up. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take this out. Select. I've already done a lot of terraforming over here, so it's not a big deal that I'm doing some. And then we'll get this out as well. Yeah, because I don't want to do unnecessary hills and inclines and shit. I'll just carve through it, it's no big deal. Okay. Okay. Look at this. Looks nice. Alright. Let's, should I get up my, lamp setup? Real quick. No. Game roll, random tick speed. 10. That 100. Yeah, I think I want to get lamps set up. Before I actually go into the crypt, if I do, I'm still debating if I'm going to stop now and do something else. Because I'm definitely going to put some grass down, that's for sure. That's happening in a second. And I'm going to be hand placing that. But yeah, let's get our lamps. Because I think what we'll do is I'll probably have lamps all the way up through the forest. And then somewhere around here, I think it'll stop. And our lamp build is right here. I love these lanterns set up like this. Unfortunately, if I ever update again, I'll lose them, but it's alright. Don't want to have that oxide daisy everywhere, because that will happen. Deselect. Okay, I don't want them this close to the wall. Minus 90 should be here, right? To my right. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I've never seen that happen before. Why did that happen like that? Did I copy it wrong? Yeah, you're not supposed to function like that. Is it based off of coincidence that I've been... No, no. This was copied like this unless I built it like that. What the fuck? Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Hold on, let me just get to the bottom of that real quick. I think I found out what was going on. I think it's because I rotated minus 90. Anyway. That would be weird. I've never heard of that or seen that do that. It should be here. Oh yeah. Artifact. Rotate 90-90. These lamps are just really nice. Like, I'm not... Like, these aren't like street lights. Let's make that clear. There needs to be a lamplighter guild, because that's a real thing in real life. Let me go write that down right now, please. The lamplighter guild. The motherfuckers who go around lighting all the goddamn lamps. What a powerful guild, because, you know, everybody needs lamplighters, every single one. Okay, well, I'll put that over to stonemasons, because I'll be there soon enough. Build a lamp lighter guild. Because that would be cool. But yeah, not like streetlights. Nothing like a streetlight. This is something that someone has a ladder. They climb up, light it. It has fuel. It needs to be repaired. But it's just a feature of this because, you know, if you're going to build a world, there's certain things that you want to have to show off the world. One of those things is definitely being able to look around at nighttime, right? Because if we go ahead and effect clear, and in time night, midnight, sorry. Shoot. You want this. You want it. It just makes sense to have it. Like, yeah, maybe my walls shouldn't be as lit up as they are, but... And I could still remove those. I could replace those walls with torches. And I don't know if you're noticing or not, but I'm also setting all of these lamps as like a ping pong, right? So I don't put two on the right and then go left. No, I go right, left, right, left, right, left. So this is on our right now, and then this is on the left, and then this is on the left. But comparison to this, it's actually on the opposite side. That's kind of the thought process, right? $90. Yeah, we definitely need to get some grass here. Stat. Not minus 90 works when you do it twice. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and get let's get manual with it. Sometimes those floating trees happen due to grass up being already on the ground. I am going to remove the poppies and replace them with something else. I think I'll do red and white tulips. Okay. How much fucking grass to be removed? I was like looking up the hill to make sure that I wasn't gonna just sit around replacing shit. Like, I've placed a lot of bone meal. I think bone meal actually might be my highest placed block. Let me have a look. $20,000 uses, motherfucker! Holy shit! Right up there with stone motherfucking bricks. My god. And by the way, since I use World Edit a lot, this isn't counting towards that. God, no, it wouldn't even be close. And I've never fat-fingered bone meal. Let it be known. Bone meal? I'm always on it with bone meal. Jesus. Oh yeah, when I used to... Well, does this count? Hold on. No. So that was when I was using a enchanted shovel to mine that one time. But yeah, 20,000 uses is fucking crazy. Because, like, I don't need to use bone meal. I use it when I want something to look really good. Because I have Flora 88. Which is, you know, my number that I pick. That's the best between... Because you can do 100, but then it's every block. 88 is where it is. And that's also... That number is also... This isn't why I picked it, but I'm pretty sure that's a Nazi dog whistle. So, you know, the number 88 is not my number. It's just the number that I use for Flora. For Flora. Jesus Christ. I was just remembering, like, in the Arrow movie... like, I was learning about, dog whistles for different things, which are, like, words. When someone blows a dog whistle, only dogs can hear it, right? The idea behind a dog whistle is that only certain people know what the number means. But yeah, that's not why I'm saying that 88 is the number, obviously. Fuck's sakes. I think it's 88. I don't know. I just remember seeing someone tattoo with like 2 lightning bolts, which is another dog whistle for Nazi. Fucking Nazis. Okay, and then here. Now how are we looking? We're looking good. We're looking good. Time set. Let's do 800. Nope. Let's do 500. Not 5. Oh, 5's perfect. All right. How are we feeling about this? I think I'm feeling quite good. We do need to replace all the poppies. Nothing against poppies, it's just... They're not my favorite flower. I have a lot of favorite flowers, but poppies aren't it. Brush. Sphere. Blue tulip. Sorry. Red tulip. 1. Lily of the Valley, maybe. Hang on. Let's see. We'll use a red tulip. Azura Boulette. It's pretty nice. We don't want to use Lily of the Valley because that's my poison flower in this world. Poppies are good. Yeah, I got nothing against poppies. Poppies are really important to a lot of places, including Canada. It's just like I don't want to use them. That's all. So... Ooh, white tulip. Perfect. Yep. White tulip. 3, and then the mask is going to be dandelion. Poppy. Size 64. No, let's do 30. See, it looks a lot better. Might be a little samey. Because the Azures. Brush, sphere, air. 64. Mask, Azure. Bullet. Sorry, air 1. And then Azure Bullet 2. I think that's how you say that. There's just too many. There we go. That's better. There's only a few of those now, because they're quite big, right? Okay, brush none, mask none. Nice. Yeah, I think tulips are definitely my favorite flower right now. Not as red as poppies, though. Pop, pop. Hmm. Good to know. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased about that. So now we have 2 crypts to build. That's good. Let's go ahead. We need to do some lighting down here. Let's just do a chain right here. And then there. Same thing. Yeah, so very basic lighting. I don't really want to bring this all the way through. Yeah, so this is like... This is not a church, but it's definitely sanctified ground, for fucking sure. Very important location to the culture. And it's just off of our walls, right? This is where our dead are. Now, having it outside my walls is slightly problematic. Like, I could definitely have put this over here next to the church. 100% I could have done that. It would actually make sense to be there, too. But I like it there. I think that's better. I have a problem with having a graveyard inside the city. I don't know. Like, I have a whole open spot for it and everything, but... I didn't want to have it close to this. Woohoo! Look at that, man. Beautiful. This is Minecraft. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a problem when war breaks out between these two factions. Because they're going to bring their siege engines up here to attack the wall, and then, you know, this is going to be a problem. Because it's going to be looted, but such is the way of a war. Not everything can be planned as a preventative measure to war. To war. And mind you, if this place is evil, you know, they can summon, and they're not, but if they are, they can summon the crypt full of zombies and skeletons and old dead people and, you know, use it as a defense thing. This place is if I were to make this evil, because, like, I had an idea, and this is a way out there idea. Like, this is definitely an idea that I'll think about in, like, a couple years once this world's done. But I was thinking about having, like, a alternate dimension of Vaggurum, which is basically, like, I have 2 sets of worlds, right? I have 2 sets of worlds. I have this world, which is Dimension 1, and I have the, like, upside down version of that world, which is World 2. And then that world's completely fucked. So, like, everything that's good is evil, and anything that's evil is good, right? So in this case, this place over here, this is our only, like, evil faction right now, because this is where my vampires are, right? And also morally gray. You can have factions that are not evil per se to their own context, but it is gray. So just to put that out there. But yeah, like this faction would then be good, and then all of these cities would all be bad, right? Whether it be and then actually bad, whether it be me destroying the walls a bit and making it into a ruin, or like making it some kind of twisted world where like houses are on fire and like people are hanging in the streets. Because I have a lot of mods that are very morally questionable. Not like I'm talking about in game. Like if you come into a city and then you see these, you have questions, right? And I could absolutely do something like that because I have the tools available to me, and that would be sick. That would be sick. So I definitely could do something like that. Problem with that though, this world is 50,000 by 50,000, right? And this entire world is like 50 gigs. I've never watched Stranger Things, Zook. But yeah, this thing's 50 gigs big in size. Let me just check the size. I can check the size right now. So the World of Vaggurum file properties is 55 gigabytes. That's how big the file is. That's how big the file is. So yeah, I could absolutely do that too, right? And that would be cool. And also, it's functional for me to do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of these barrier blocks real quick. It's absolutely functional for me to do that because I have my own dimension mod, like custom dimension mod. There was invisible barriers there, but they're not there anymore because of my mod that I had to delete. Rest in peace. But yeah, that could be absolutely something that's achievable. Now, what I could do as like an alternative to like the world size is I could just do this and then say fuck you to everything else. Because that would absolutely work. Because then what I would do is I would just make I would basically copy this world and I generate it on a world that is a full ocean. So then I'd make it like 10k by 10k with this as its center, and then it'd all be just ocean. So then it would feel like Vaggurum, but it wouldn't be. But that's a thing that I will fuck around with in, a few years at least. Oh, is my connected textures bugged again? Oh yeah, they are, look. You see the line in between the sand? Sand's not supposed to do that for my texture pack. But for some reason, if I'm not using Optifine, it does some weird shit with NAP, and I don't know why. Whether it be shaders or the fabric stuff or whatever, it's weird. But yeah, that could be cool, because it wouldn't be that difficult to do, because all my cities would be complete at that point. So what I would do is I basically just come in with a brush, and I would make everything look like this build. Basically. And then this build will be at the top, at the height of its power, and then this will be literally like in Baldur's Gate, the last light in. This is what this would be like. And then, and if I ever went to the direction of making this an MMO, which is a faraway plan, that could be a really cool event to where it's like, hey, we're going to the alternate dimension where everything's evil, and you have to defend the last light. The last hope of Vaggurum. Because that would be sick. That would be so cool. I have so many plans, man. Like, there's so many, like, little things, like, I wanted to do. I wanted to make this world into an MMO, which is something that I've been thinking about for a long time. I have a whole document. I'll be right back. Because my dogs are off the head. And, I remember the story of the boy who cried wolf really well. And I won't be the city who got taken out because I didn't check. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry. So yeah, I've been planning, and I'm still planning this, and maybe me talking about this is going to make me have some headway on it. But I've been planning to make this world into a server, a Minecraft server, for some time. But it's not traditional. This world would act as a untouchable world, like an adventure map, but it would be a server. Now, that is a little bit counterintuitive in terms of Minecraft. So, because that's not really what people do. So the way it would work, basically, is either you would, I would make the entire world like an adventure map to where you would come in and you would play the game as if it was an MMO, like World of Warcraft, for example, which means you can't destroy anything. There's just, you kill mobs, you level up, you gain experience, you do dungeons, you do raids, etc., right? But it would have a base building mechanic to where you could pick anywhere in the world to instance and then build your house. So for example, you could, per se, have an instance area that like starts, let's say you have an instance area here, right? So here you can see everything within this radius, right? Or even it would generate everything. So whatever you can see with your distant horizons, you can see it, but you can't see other people's build unless you're invited to their instance. And no one can see your build unless you invite them to your instance. So you can pick wherever it is, you can do whatever you want in that instance, whether that be moving buildings or whatever, but it would be instance because, you know, I'm very attached to this world and I don't know if I want to see people actively change it, but more if they wanted to change it for themselves, that would be fine. Now, the idea would be that people play this world as if it was an MMO, and then this world is fully realized to where it is an MMO. So wolves in the woods, bandits, monsters, stuff that you can kill to get XP and level up to a level to where you can do dungeons and get more XP and loot and items and stuff like that. And it wouldn't have any type of microtransactions other than maybe, and this is like, just so you know, I'm very, very specific when it comes to microtransactions. Anything I do would be cosmetic, and if it was anything, the one thing that I would do would be like, oh, it increases, doesn't increase anything. It would be like, it gives you a cape, or it gives you a skin, or something like that. I'm a big, big hater on anything pay to win. I'm a big, big hater of anything that is expensive, and also a part of me wouldn't even want to get microtransactions in the first place because Minecraft is kind of a kid's game, you know? The only drive I would have for like having any type of transaction in the game is just to be able to keep the server up, right? But like, you know, even then I'm a little hesitant on that as well because you've seen every server where it's like VIP roles and all this stupid shit that they're just capitalizing on people stealing their mother's credit cards. And yeah, sure, it's going to make a lot of money, but it's morally wrong and reprehensible, right? I'm even struggling giving an idea of like any type of cosmetic, because at that point, like, you know, like the one thing I could think about is like, oh, if you pay money, you could get one of 4 titles, which give you nothing other than having the title in chat, which would be like a donator role or perk or VIP or whatever. But really all that's actually doing is nothing other than the name. So like knight, king, whatever. But even then, I don't know. It's a slippery slope. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about for a long time. And like this world is so giant that I could absolutely do that. 100% I could do that. That's my end goal with the world. My very end goal is to make a server out of it, make it an adventure map, and make it like its own MMO with like dungeons and raids and all that, because I think that would be the coolest thing ever. but it would function as an adventure map with base. It would function as like an MMO that is an adventure map in Minecraft. So you can't break anything. You can't even break grass. And then that would function as if it was like you would have instant space building and whatever. And I'm even hesitant to give base building of any form, like being it like, oh, you can base build wherever. It's like, oh, you could probably only base build in these areas, just because I'm that attached to my world. Seeing it be blown up would be rough, I think, anyway. But I definitely have the knowledge base to do that. At least at the very least, I could obtain the knowledge about the leveling up, the classes, the talents, the monsters, and the locations at the very least. Right? I'm not a game designer, but I'm definitely a world builder. There's no way that anybody could take that away from me if we're giving myself labels, which I dislike. 100% I'm a world builder. Because look at this. This is definitely a world, and that's the reason why this world's so big, is because I want it to feel grounded. I want to feel, if I fly off this way, I'm not reaching that forever. It's going to be a long time. I want it to feel like the world. It's like if we fly this way, and I'll just fly for like 2 minutes while I'm chatting here, and let me just go up. If we fly in this direction, it will take us quite a long time to get to the other continent. I've never done it, I don't think. And actually, I might have done it once. But like, if you look at it, it's just like, it's nothing. That's the point. That's what I don't want to have anything here. Right? Beautiful screenshot. If we just fly off into the sunset, we won't get there for a very long time. Because eventually I'd like to have maybe some boats, maybe some like something akin to Booty Bay in World of Warcraft, where it's like your travel hub, like boats and zeppelins that are on a rotation that get you to either continent. And I wanted the continents to be entirely different, right? It's like, look at this. You don't see anything. Now, if I go ahead and F5, you can see we're fast leaving the coastline. But, like, we're going to travel for quite a long time before anything really happens. Now, we might hit an island or something. But, like, this is how vast I wanted it to be. This, to me, it being wide open ocean, exactly what I wanted. Because this is what it's like in real life. Right? Just look at this. We can't see shit. It's just ocean. And it just goes forever. Maybe you can set a section of the world where people can break blocks and build, but far out from your builds, and you are invisible, an invisible barrier where they can break blocks past that area. I can absolutely build them an area to where, like, this is where they build. But I'm hesitant to where they can break blocks that have been placed. It'd have to be very special, I think. It's like, if we have 5 now, the coastline, look how far away that is. Look at that. That's literally what I want. And I've done this, like, I've had this, I had that idea forever. But I want it to come to a point where if I go and do a 360, you can't see anything. Honestly, I think the best way to achieve the problem with people doing building stuff is that you can do an instance where it's either an instance version of Vaggurum, where they can do whatever the fuck they want, or you do it where there is sections where it can be instance and you can kind of do whatever you want, aside from maybe the more egregious, like, super griefing and just putting a hole in the wall. But also, like, maybe it just doesn't matter because it's instance, right? So yeah, if we look back now, can't even see the coastline. If we just do a 360, nothing. That's why you make a barrier, yeah. I don't know, there's definitely solutions. Where am I? Okay, we're definitely gonna need the arrow up. Alright, there we go. That goes to bedrock and all the way to the sky, yeah. So yeah, this is how far we're at. We've been talking for a while, and we just are off the coastline, and there's still all of this. All of that. That's exactly what I wanted. That's why I built this world so fucking big. Because you could have... This ocean is on the same scale as our ocean in real life. I'm really stoked about it, and just being able to look at like this. Because I've never been able to look at this like this, by the way. This is my first time being able to be out in the open ocean like this. Because, like, you can't see shit. I'm zooming in. Coastline's gone. Right? And imagine if, because I've had the physics mod on this world. Like, physics mod, having the crate mod on top of that. With their movable boats and shit. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Now, mind you, I don't know how mods work on a server that is like that. Like, are you allowed to do that or what? I don't know. Because, like, I know how I would... The way I would do my, like, world, like, crafting thing when it comes to, like, monsters and stuff is I would take the Creative Commons version of the D&D manual and just transition some of the information from monsters into the world. So, like, if I have a boar, and in D&D the boar has, like, 30 health, I wouldn't go one-to-one like that, but, like, if the boar has a gore ability, I'll say, okay, this boar has a gore ability. Or, like, in the World of Warcraft sense, it's like, okay, this boar has a charge. Right? And do something like that. Now, how that transitions to Minecraft with a custom mod, no idea. My god. Let's get the Vesra at least. Just to get a little bit of a scale here, because this is insane. Like, it's just open fucking ocean. Like, it's completely empty, and that's perfect. Couldn't be happier. Because it feels real to me. It's that big. It feels on the same scale as planet Earth is when it comes to traveling. Because remember, I'm using an Elytra with fireworks. I'm using the fastest version of travel right now, which is however many blocks a second. I don't remember what the walking time was, but I know it was a lot. Like, from corner to corner. It was like 2 hours or something like that. Whoa. What happened here? Is that a fog bank? Do you see it? Oh, it's moving. Okay. I was like, whoa. Catching up to the fog bank. That was weird. Oh, we're into unloaded chunks. Oh, God. Yeah. Please fucking kill me. That's what that's saying right now. Let's go ahead and do it. There we go. It's gonna lag a little bit more. So that's how much ocean's loaded. It's loaded all of this ocean with Distant Horizons. That's crazy. It's like here and down some more. It's like, this is how much ocean is being loaded with Distant Horizons. How fucking wild is that? Absolutely clown shoes. We're not even... Here's the thing. We've been traveling for as long as we have. We're not even halfway to Vesra. And in fact, we haven't hit that halfway point to the other continent either. So, halfway point is here. So, we are a quarter of the way to the second continent with flying that much. Amazing. Amazing. Incredible. Alright. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it's like the Earth flat and everything. Yes. Well, technically, if the Earth was flat, you would be able to see the other side. You'd be able to see all this. Like, obviously Minecraft is flat, but Distant Horizons makes it appear like it's not flat. There is a horizon here. Right? So cool. So cool. What a fucking amazing thing. Like, I've never done that. I think I've done that once where I was flying around, and that was without Distant Horizons. I've never done that with Distant Horizons, period. But yeah, I could just imagine, like if I did set instances, kind of like garrisons in World of Warcraft, or at least the original plan for garrisons in World of Warcraft, if I did set instances where people could build, maybe you just set it up to where they can build whatever the fuck they want, right? But it being a medieval world, you know, maybe some people would be building cool shit that it makes sense in the world. And you kind of just let them do whatever in that instance area. But you make the instance look like the real world. So, I don't know how logistically you make that, because, like, that would be... The world right now is 55 gigs, and I'm not done. So, like, you can't just have, like, thousands of 55 gig worlds. You need to cheat somehow. So, like, if that's, like, setting up instances to where you can't see into another biome or whatever, like, oh, there's an instance here, and what can we see here? Like, right now we can see a little bit of the jungle. Oh god, it's lagging. Some of the mountains here, that's it. Right? Yeah, I don't know how logistically you do that without crashing your server. Because that would be just so much space, right? Like, you'd be killing for server space. Mind you, I have a friend who knows a lot of stuff about Minecraft servers. I have a few friends, in fact, who know incredibly a lot about Minecraft servers. I know a friend who has his own hosting company as well. So, like, if we're talking about logistics here, I'm definitely in the right spot to be able to learn, at the very least, about some of the stuff that I don't know about. We are really killing our PC right now. Then they would only play in that and not in the real world. Yeah, but the purpose of that instance world would be just for house building, and they wouldn't be able to level up in it. The main crux of the world would be you get to a level, and then you do stuff outside of your instance thing, like a raid with other players, and then you bring those trophies you would get, those custom trophies you would get, back to your instance thing and then build upon it, right? Because my idea is, like, I'm not really interested in seeing someone else's building styles on my world unless I wanted to go seek it out. But I'm interested in having a world with people leveling it up, doing raids, exploring, you know, doing that sort of thing. And then people are interested in building their own stuff in my world. So it's kind of like or I'm not suggesting that they would be interested, but they could be interested in doing so. And then allowing that as well. Right? I just think it would be neat. I don't know. It's still obviously on the drawing board. I have a lot of stuff I was talking about. So if I look at my Discord real quick. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, I see. That's so cool. Okay, I'll watch that later. Let me pull it up. Minecraft server goal. Basically just to store shit and decorate. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. What do I got? I wanted to have a profession system, a class system, a loot system, a subclass system, a travel system, a dungeon system, a raid system, a housing system, and a mod system, and finally a leveling system. All of these would function together as like its own microcosm of a game inside of a game. That would be like an MMO. That's basically like the idea. And the original thing was like I wanted to make a RPG Minecraft server based off of my world. But it wouldn't be an RPG, it would be a MMO. Because RPG is a whole different beast. RPG is player choice and cutscenes and story and lore. And that's not an easy thing to do. Alright, Nightbot, you're getting everything out there. I definitely have the world size for it, though. Because what you would do is you'd basically make it to where everyone would start in one of these two cities. So there would be the Greenlands, or well, one of the three cities, maybe. The Greenlands, Draken Castle, and maybe here. Or maybe this is isolated. Maybe this is a raid. I don't know. And then, like, these things will be like, oh, these are leveling zones. This is an endgame zone that you can't get into. These are the mid-tier leveling zone. This is a raid inside the mountains. And this is also an endgame zone. And then this is something else. And then in these zones, they would be treated as, like, like a massive exploration thing. So you can find like caves with loot in it. You can find special cosmetics, armor, weapons, whatever, right? And then they could take boats from this area and this area. They could charter a ship to travel to this island, which is a mid to late game area, and / or travel to this area, which is mid to late game, definitely late game, and / or travel this area, which leads them to a different plane of existence, a different world, the water plane, which is another thing. Like, it's all able to do these functions because of the way I've set up my world. Because, like, I even have an earth plane thing here. And then they would all function as, like, oh, these are areas that you can get better and better loot, or cooler and cooler shit, or custom stuff, or, like, you know, what have you, right? There's a lot of stuff there that you could do. Because the Devouring Sands is definitely an endgame zone for fucking sure. I don't know about this though, because it could also be set up to where it's like starter zone, starter zone, starter zone, mid level, mid to late level, endgame, endgame, endgame. Could be like that. Absolutely. And basically what the cities would function as is a place where there's stores. It wouldn't be a place you could build per se, because I would definitely lock it to where, like, this is the safe zone area and you can't build. You can build in this area, you can build in this area or this area, and then here would be shops, auction houses, and stuff you want to come back for. But yeah, that's not, like, who knows if that will ever happen, because, like, that's a way out pie in the sky idea, but I am gonna, like, work towards it and see, like, if it is possible. I do want to do that, because that would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome. Just to have that, right? And I'm pretty well focused on the whole not having any pay-to-win shit. Looks like Antarctica. What, this? It's definitely not Antarctica, for sure, but, you know, snow biome. Oh yeah, I also have this island down here. I need to build some more islands, that's for sure. And thankfully, I do have the power to paste in islands like this. I have a tool called the MC7A or M7A selector, which allows me to build stuff and paste them into the world on this scale. So if I want, I can get an entire continent up here, 100 fucking %. And guess what? I designed this world to do that. Bam, expansion, whole other continent here. Bam, other expansion, whole other continent here. If I wanted to, there's trade-offs of doing that, but you know. While we're here, let me go and just destroy some stuff. How high are we off the ground? I see some like random shit in the middle of the thing. Or you can build the houses and have people just pay to live there. I also thought about doing that. That was actually my original idea. It's like, all these houses are stuff that they could decorate inside, but they needed to rent them. That's an option. Maybe we could do both. There we go. Alright, this is my magical mansion. This is a different dimension, by the way. What I should do is I should make this a thing. I should make this a dimension in my dimension mod. Because I could definitely make the, I could definitely do that. I just need to figure out how I do custom skies in my shader. Oh, I lost all my lamps. Rest in peace. Yeah, I probably lost a lot of stuff here. Yep, the table. Rest in peace. That table's gone. The fighting area still works. Nice. Looks good, too. The sauna. Woo! Yep, that's lagging out the stream. I know it is. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh god, it's hard to look at my eyes. Jeez. Definitely a frame drop. I just saw my fucking bitrate drop. That's laggy. And then every good dimension needs to have a prison. Oh yeah, and this is all done with levers. Yep. Cool little area. It's all set up. And it should still work too. Oh, there it is. I forgot how cool that was. Yeah, little functional prison. Yeah, this house is big, by the way. Ginormous. Rest in peace, these tables. They were really decorated. And then we have our kitchen that's not very furnished. And bedrooms. My god. Yeah, I built a lot, man. Holy fucking shit. And these are our guest rooms. Wow. Oh, yep, bathroom. The shitters. And then living room. Yeah, like, I've been making my own, like, custom dimension mod, which is gonna, or sorry, data pack, which is going to function, and I'm gonna switch the music over. That's going to function like a mod, per se, because that's kind of the way I'm gonna use it. And it's gonna be really cool, whenever I get the, whenever I get my shit together and finish it. New World does that. Does what? I missed it. Let's see. Let's go to Minecraft for a little bit. All right. Yeah, so I can definitely do a custom dimension for this, because I can make as many custom dimensions as I want. I just need to once I figure out how to change my shader pack to generate skyboxes that I want to generate, that will fix it. Because right now, all I can do is just have this skybox, and it's problematic. But yeah, this is kind of supposed to function like a like its own just little dimension. There's this. Still work in progress here. Love this dock, by the way. This dock is so neat. This entire area, the fact that I was able to paste it like this, I'm actually quite happy about. This island was inspired by the island from the Arrow. The island where Oliver Queen was trapped on. That's what the inspiration. I didn't do large mountains or anything on it, though. It's just like some little stuff. And there's just a few builds here. It's like that little castle there. The renting of houses, yeah. I've seen, I think Final Fantasy does it as well. Could do both. I just didn't know how I felt about doing like a house renting system when you're playing Minecraft, where you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? But also restriction could be a little spice, you know? It's like, hey, that's not what this is about. Yeah, this is some kind of religion of some sort. So neat. I love just finding little shit that I build, and I haven't really been thinking about it or anything, and it just has like this flavor in it, where it's like all water and vibe. I love stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, this was a custom block. That's what happened there. Deselect. This was probably Deep Slate that I lost in the move. There we go. A little bit better. Yeah, I lost a lot of thing. Lian Yu, I don't remember the name, but that sounds familiar. Oliver always just calls it the island. I don't know. Yeah, I'm missing a few things. All right. Bam. Deselect. There we go. Okay, it's fucked up here too. There we go. Nice little spot. Is this tree from the pack? I don't recall seeing this tree. This might be a Trixie Blocks tree. Well, it looks very straight there. Wait. Holy shit, I might have done this. I might have extended this a little bit. I remember fucking around with this tree. I definitely didn't build it. I don't build trees. I don't know how to build trees. But well, it's wood though. It's oak. Possibly could have changed it. I don't even know where this tree came from. Yeah, I don't know whose tree is that. That could be Trixie Blocks, or that could be my repository that I have. Don't know. Can we see the whole island? Is this it? Oh, dude, this looks so cool. Yeah, I definitely will build more islands, that's for sure, with World Painter, because I think I wanted... My original design for Vaggurum was that I wanted a bunch of islands. Like a huge chain of islands. Now, these islands are massive, Like, I want islands more on this scale, right? This scale, a little bit bigger than this, and just, like, plop them around, because this area is just so fucking big that I can get away with having an island, like, over here and somewhere down here. I do need to load this in. The only way that happens is if I sit here and just wait. I'd love to have my whole map to be loaded. That would be great. Because I've tried to, like, load it in, but, like, this is just... It just takes a long time, you know? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, this is my first time seeing this island in its full glory. It looks incredible. I'm very pleased about how I designed it. And then down here, I took some inspiration from the caves of, what is it called? Delves in World of Warcraft Retail, Dragonflight, or the other one. What's the expansion are we at right now? I don't know. I don't play Retail. The World Soul Saga or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I was taking inspiration from Delves, and I was going to do something like a Delve down here, but I decided not to. Or, sorry, I decided to slack and then not complete it, as you do. As you do. But I definitely want something down there, because that's going to be like a neat little spot. I just need to make it to where it doesn't look so weird. I'm not good at making caves. Oh yeah, there's my ships there. Yeah. So yeah, this is like, as builds go, this island is brand new. And this is using my most recent build design when it comes to World Painter, because it has a lot of stuff. You can make it where people who go to that island can find a special potion or something that gives them some type of power. Can it only be found on that island and cannot be brewed? Like the immortal syringe from that island? In the arrow? You definitely could. That is where, like, the creativity just goes and it explodes. Like, once you start adding items and special stuff and hidden stuff and treasures and blah, 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 it unfurls and you have galaxies worth of inspiration, right? That's why I love Minecraft. That's new wallpaper right there, baby. All right. But yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Could be fucking anything, man. It could be anything. It could be everything. I love Minecraft so much. It's so cool. And then this tower's here as a little, like, additional thing. But yeah, that's what being creative is, Zook. It's literally just... It's literally... having the beautifulest of canvas, because that's what this is. This is as all intents and purposes, this is the nicest looking blank canvas to build whatever the fuck you want on it, right? If you ever played Minecraft before, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Fuck you. If you ever played Minecraft before in regular world gen, I'm gonna sneeze again. You'll know that the world doesn't generate like this, obviously, right? It doesn't generate like this. So what I set out to do in 2022, when I was making this map, was I wanted the best looking canvas ever, so I can build cool shit. Ta-da! I did it. And I'm just continuing to build cool stuff. Is this interior done? Oh, yes, shooting floors. And then there's no way to get in. Classic. Classic Jeremy. This is a Rust base with TPA. That's what that is. Yeah, I'm sure I'll fix that in a few years. My eyes are watering because I sneezed. But yeah, we could build anything. Literally. Anything. We could build mines. We could build abandoned mines, abandoned castles, ancient abandoned castles, ancient war, ancient abandoned, whatever. Ancient, whatever. It's a canvas. Build whatever the fuck. Like, I didn't originally have the idea that I wanted this island here to be this. Because I was thinking about doing some kind of pirate city thing. But I'm actually going to do that somewhere else. Because this is what was here before this, because I deleted it, was there was a island here that I had built that was very not good. It was very basic. So I built this as like, oh, this was going to be our bay here and the harbor, and then this was going to function as like a our little pirate area. And then I decided, hey, I just want to build a temple here because that would be neat. MC is probably top 3 games of all time. I think it's definitely in my top 5. So I'd say Minecraft is definitely right now. Before I was playing Baldur's Gate, this is definitely number 1. So if I was gonna like make a list right now, top 5 games of all time for me, it's gonna be Minecraft. Absolutely. It kind of like it can be interchangeable with Baldur's Gate. Sometimes because I really liked Baldur's Gate when I played it and I love that game. So Minecraft, Baldur's Gate 3, FiveM's definitely up there. Right now FiveM is not in the top 5 because I don't want to actively play it, but I did play it a lot. Let's see, World of Warcraft somewhere there. Even though I'm not playing World of Warcraft, every time I did play it I was engrossed, attached, couldn't stop playing it. I'd say right now World of Warcraft's like somewhere around let's say 6, right? What else we got? What was that game that I really enjoyed that I'm not thinking of? Let me just open my Steam. Hogwarts Legacy. Number 4. Even though it's a fake RPG, I love the shit out of Hogwarts Legacy. And I think God of War Ragnarok is number 3. So, Minecraft, number 1. Baldur's Gate, 3. Number 2. God of War Ragnarok, number 3. Number 4 is it's actually going to be Helldivers 2, and then it's going to be Hogwarts Legacy, and then FiveM. Just because like FiveM, I just got burnt on it. That's definitely in my top 6 games of all time. Blade and Sorcery is definitely number 7. And Bone Lab is right next to it. Both of them are number 7 on the list. Just because VR games are incredible. Oh, Half-Life Alyx, also number 7. I love all those games for different reasons. But if I was going to be fair, Half-Life Alyx 7, Blade and Sorcery 8, and then Bone Lab 9. That's my top 10. I don't know what number 10 is. What's my... I can feel a little lag in my mouse. But yeah, Minecraft's number 1. It has to be. I feel like I don't play it that much, but when I do play it, it's super important. So like if we look at our statistics real quick, and if we look at our time played, which is like 30 days or something. Where is it? Time with World Open.